Restore the Snyder Verse for me has never been about Zack Snyder taking over DC. It has always been about getting Justice League 2 and 3 and having DC include Zack Snyder's vision as one of the facets of the giant diamond that is DC. And it looks like maybe the efforts to include Zack Snyder's Justice League as part of DC is already in motion. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. First, we're going to talk about The Atom. Then we're going to talk about The Flash. Finally, we're going to talk about HBO Max promoting Zack Snyder's Justice League. Alright, let's talk about The Atom. Now, this is coming from DC Verse. This is about Daniel RPK putting out another scoop on Patreon. Great! Hashtag Atom, as stated by Daniel RPK. An Atom movie is in active development on the Warner Brothers. It wasn't said whether Jung Kai, Zack Snyder's Justice League, will reprise his role as Ryan Choi in the future, but we hope so. And I hope so as well because Jung Kai was charismatic in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And right now, that's the only person I can see as Ryan Choi in the DCEU. Now, if that's true, that means they really are going to make an Atom movie that was based off of Jung Kai's Ryan Choi from Zack Snyder's Justice League? That's great! That's kind of like what the plan was from before. Zack Snyder was hoping that a director would pick up the Atom and make an Atom origin story or spin-off from Zack Snyder's Justice League. Just like how James Wan spun off Aquaman, Patty Jenkins spun off Wonder Woman, and Rick Famuyiwa at the time was spinning off The Flash to make that Flashpoint movie. So if everything is going according to plan, and I hope it is, that would be great to actually see Jung Kai get his own movie. And you know, honestly, maybe it's because of the success of Shang-Chi. I think maybe the studio realizes, oh, okay, that kind of works. Maybe we can make that a movie after all. Imagine if they'd done it back then. DC would have beat Marvel to the punch. But oh well. But we'll see if that's true or not. I think everything depends on the Flash movie. Alright, let's talk about the Flash movie. Now, the Flash movie directed by Andy Muschietti starring Ezra Miller back as the Flash is coming out next year. And from everything we've heard so far and talked about so far, it's seemingly going to become a very important movie. And regardless of what you think about the Flash, you can't argue that the Flash movie is going to tell us the direction the DC is going into. And now with the Flash movie kind of wrapping up production, according to the Flash Film News, the sound team has officially confirmed the film has wrapped production via Instagram. That's a wrap on The Flash. Day 124 with a fantastic sound team, brilliant cast and crew. It's been challenging, but great fun. Now, some have said that doesn't mean it's completely wrapped, maybe just their team. But as we get closer and closer to DC fandom, we can't help but speculate with all this new information that's coming out from The Flash. The first one is another stunt double that is appearing on IMDb. And that person is Claudia Hines, stunt double for Ajay Trawa. Whoa, okay, so not only were the rumors of Aurora were out there already, it looks like she actually may be in the movie. And if you remember, this is very much like the situation where Carrie Knight, who was the stunt double for Harry Lennox, is also on IMDb. And I can't help but think in an optimistic manner that this once again supports the idea that Andy Muschietti is indeed incorporating a lot of the Snyder Verse within his movie. I also can't help but think having a stunt double for Ajay Trawa and Martian Manhunter could mean they actually have action scenes. So here's me kind of hoping that Faora gets to do battle with, either Superman once again, or how about Sasha Calle's Supergirl? Or even Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. I don't know. They could duke it all out. I don't care. That would be pretty awesome. Another image that popped up, and this is coming from the DC fandom trailer, is Ezra Miller smiling with glasses. I mean, I've never seen him in glasses in either Zack Snyder's Justice League or the Justice League 2017 movie. There is one photo of him actually having glasses, and that's from Zack Snyder himself. Zack Snyder had put this out a while back, a black and white photo of him wearing glasses. That is like the only image of Barry Allen in this universe that has glasses. I'm so curious why Andy Muschietti decided to have him wear glasses in whatever scene this is. Do you think he just threw the glasses on Barry Allen just for the heck of it? Or did he actually remember and been following Zack and saw him put out a picture of him wearing glasses? And I know some of you are like, it's just glasses, Chris. Calm down. But that's not the craziest take from Daniel RPK. According to Flash Film News, this is what he had to say. According to Daniel RPK, the Flash movie will revisit all the DCEU movies and give them an altered take. Warner Brothers would use the Flash movie to set up a new Justice League movie. Now, I've already talked about how the Flash movie will set up a new Justice League movie. I mean, that's already a given. This is kind of like the Justice League 1.5 into the Justice League 2. And we're all still curious about how this movie is going to end up to another Justice League. Like, who will be the members? Part that I found really interesting is when the Flash will revisit all the DCEU. And what do you mean by all the DCEU? I know there's Man of Steel, Batman v Superman. Are we talking about Birds of Prey, Shazam, Aquaman, Wonder Woman 1984? Are we going to revisit those as well? And it makes sense that there will be altered takes for that in the movie. Because this is going to be a flashpoint. When Barry goes back in time to save his mother, of course that's going to be a butterfly effect, and we're going to have to see those effects somehow. And what better way to see that butterfly effect is through the DCEU movies that we've watched. The Flash movie is effectively going to be like Marvel's What If, but all in one movie. Imagine a scenario where Superman doesn't kill General Zod and the Kryptonians take over. Or what if Superman doesn't even die in the Doomsday attack? Or what if Aquaman loses and King Orm continues being Ocean Master and taking over the world? Or even something as sinister as Wonder Woman 1984 not actually happening. I don't know. There's so many different things that could possibly happen. It's probably going to be really crazy and out of this world. I mean, that could explain why there's babies falling out of the sky and Flash were saving them in that leaked concept art. Which is very much true to Flashpoint, at least in a different sense, where possibly Flash's action created all these different worlds, all these different possibilities. Because I think that is a great way to show the effects of Barry's action in saving his mom. And imagine a soul-crushing scene where Barry has to sacrifice his mom once again in order to save the DCEU. And I just thought about this, how Justice League 2017 is canon to a lot of mainstream audiences, general audiences who have not seen Zack Snyder's Justice League. Justice League 2017 came out. We can't, hide that fact. And it came out in theaters, which is where most people would watch that movie anyway. Can you imagine in the Flash movie where something happens and it changes that movie to Zack Snyder's Justice League? I don't know if that's going to happen, but that would be a pretty cool way to kind of show that the theatrical canon from now on is going to incorporate Zack Snyder's Justice League and not that 2017 one. If that happened. But what if they're trying to erase Zack Snyder's Justice League? But then if that were the case, then why would Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, VFX artist Brian Hirota, DJ, Harry Lennox, now Anjay Trawa, not to mention Ray Fisher himself was on board until he had personal grievances with Walter Hamada. Would they sign up for this movie if they knew that Zack Snyder's Justice League would be deleted? The other thing is, if this is the multiverse, then all of this really doesn't matter and doesn't really change the fact that Zack Snyder could still come back and do Justice League 2 and 3 on HBO Max as another Elseworld story. It doesn't change it at all. I mean, that's why this whole concept of the multiverse is so important, because it means inclusive of every other vision that doesn't have to belong to one single vision. And each director will get to make the movie that they want to make. I mean, that's a win-win situation, isn't it? But let's talk about HBO Max. This one video that HBO Max put out is really interesting, and I think it's more for the international fans. But it does go to show that there are certain people within Warner Media and HBO Max that very much include Zack Snyder's Justice League as part of their DC.
Shall we? He said the age of heroes would never come again.
It has to. You're the answer to are we alone in the universe?
Can't I just keep pretending I'm your son?
You are my son. And I have to believe that you were sent here for a reason.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left?
What are you?
I'm Batman.
Can I be like you someday?
You can be anything you want to be.
care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
And this is kind of the idea that Jim Lee was putting out a long time back before the Snyder Cut came out. That the Snyder Cut fans are definitely DC fans as well. And most of us just want DC and Warner Brothers and HBO Max to include Zack Snyder's Justice League and maybe even the Snyder Verse as part of their plan. We don't have to take it over. We just want to be a part of it. Because at the end of the day, we are DC. No matter which version do you want, we are part of the same family. At the same time, this kind of works both ways. If you really wanted Zack Snyder to make whatever he wants, then we kind of just have to say, hey, each director can make whatever they want as well. Now, I don't expect that Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3 will start going to theaters anytime soon. I still believe that if that were ever to happen, it would still be exclusive to HBO Max, and Zack could pretty much do his own thing on HBO Max, if all goes well. And I like that HBO Max kind of just alluded to the fact that Darkseid himself has never fought them united. Kind of wondering, maybe the future plan of this whole thing is that we're going to have a whole bunch of DC movies, and when Zack Snyder, or if he's going to just produce it, come back for Justice League 2 and 3, we'll be ready for a Darkseid level event. Snyder fans will get what they want, non-Snyder fans will get what they want, but we all win as DC fans.